What's up YouTube? This is GeForce from XTS Gaming doing a comparison of the PP-2000 and the PP-19, both PDWs. The first up is the PP-2000. The recoil is pretty much straight up, aiming down the sight, has a pretty broad spread. Now with the PP-19, you can see that the recoil is pretty straight up. And aiming down the sight is very similar to the PP-2000. The main difference between the PP-2000 and the PP-19 is that the PP-19 fires at a rate of 900 rounds per minute, whereas the PP-2000 fires at 650 rounds per minute. But the max damage of the PP-2000 is 25, with the minimum damage at 13.75. The max damage on the PP-19 is 16.7, this lowest in the game. The minimum damage is down to 12.5. And what I found is that the PP-19 probably is only good in a close quarters map, so that's where I took this particular weapon to try and show its strengths. As you see, I'm using the laser for better hip fire and firing at my opponents from 10, max 20 meters away, and I'm able to drop them pretty quickly. Its magazine has 50 plus rounds in it, and that helps because it fires so fast that you won't run out of ammo too quickly. It's similar to the P90, but I believe the P90 is probably slightly better than the PP-19 as far as killing power. When using against multiple opponents, you should have plenty of rounds left over to take on more than one. Here's where I'm trying to do a long range shot, actually a medium range shot that didn't go too well. It took a lot of bursting, and this is pretty much out of the range of this particular weapon. But close in, that's where this weapon will probably shine. And using the hip fire action is what's gonna pretty much save you in some of these firefights. And this is a almost medium range where I had to burst it out several bursts just to get that particular person. The PP-2000 is more of a mid-range PDW. It causes more damage at range. That one shot just took one burst to take that particular person down, as opposed to several bursts with the PP-19 in that same range. The PP-2000, although it fires at a rate of only 650 rounds per minute, because it causes damage at 25 rounds close, or 25 at close in, it drops your opponents pretty quickly. The one thing you'll need with the PP-2000 is the extended mags, which increases the magazine from 20 to 40. And that's definitely going to be something you'll need, especially compared to the PP-19's 50. What I noticed about the PP-2000 is that its recoil was less than the PP-19. Its time to kill is a little faster, probably because of the damage model. And in this close quarters and medium distance, this weapon is very effective. I was able to take that particular person camping out there at a pretty decent range with the PP-2000. And of course, close in, it works well enough to kill most people pretty quickly. It's not until about 50 meters where the PP-19 might have a slight edge, killing faster, but that's where the PP-19 is very ineffective at that range. The PP-2000, however, is very effective out to 250 meters, and I feel pretty comfortable using it on a bigger map even, since this PDW is pretty decent at medium range. If I had to choose between the two weapons, I tend to lean toward the PP-2000 just because it's a harder hitting PDW, and I'm able to keep my rounds on target, probably waste a lot less rounds because the fire rate is not so fast where I'm spraying everywhere, and the recoil's a lot less. I hope you like this video. If you do, rate it up. If you have any future comparisons you'd like me to do, please post them down in the comments. This is GeForce from XTS Gaming, signing off.